What's going on, YouTube? Hold on. Welcome back to another video. Now, before we jump into today's video, man, you should have known what you should have been did. Like, comment, and subscribe, man. We trying to save the world. We trying to save as many people as we can. So make sure you hit that post notification bell so you don't get that post nut clarity, brother. Now listen. That intro I just said in the last two videos y'all seen, I didn't say my intro correctly. I didn't say my intro correctly. You know, I don't know if none of y'all peeped, but I didn't say my intro correctly in the last two videos. But we're back, brothers. Now listen, today's topic, as you can see by today's title, we talking about the difference between semen retention and NoFap. So a lot of people been commenting down below, oh, I smashed this girl, did I lose my benefits? You know, another person commented on one of my videos, he was saying, if he releases to his lady friends or whatever, did he mess up on retention? And to answer your question, bros, NoFap is when, to be honest, you should practice NoFap. Like, let's say you're in a relationship, you know, a marriage. So the reason why you would want to practice NoFap in a marriage, because NoFap is literally no porn, no masturbation. That's what NoFap is. But you still have the leeway to get in sexual interactions with women in real life. So NoFap is not watching the Pornhub, not masturbating, but you can still fornicate with women in the real world. That's NoFap. First, let me just tell y'all why NoFap should be practiced when you're in a relationship. So the fact that when you're in a relationship, you now have someone to release your essence to. You know, this is why it's good to find a wife, not just a girlfriend who's temporary. You get what I'm saying? Not just any female. You shouldn't just be releasing your seed just because. It doesn't just, not because you're no longer watching the Pornhub, not because you're no longer masturbating means that should justify you going out just smashing any and every chick. You should practice NoFap when you're in a marriage, brothers. Let's say you're with your wife, right? And you guys are planning on having a baby. You know, you the man who's retaining for all those months. You can plant your seed in your wife and you guys can create a healthy baby. And then it takes 9 months to create a life, right? So within those 9 months, you can always recover yourself. You can retain your seed for 9 months. You can abstain for 9 months. And to be honest, brothers, NoFap is like a semen retention junior. That's how I look at it. It's like a semen retention junior. You know, because for those people who are not planning on releasing their seed frivolously to just any and anybody, you're basically on semen retention. So imagine being with a woman, right? And, you know, maybe you was retaining your seed prior to releasing to your wife. So you release your seed to your wife and boom, now she's pregnant. And then you can go on semen retention for 9 months, abstain for 9 months. And then when your wife, you know, has the baby or whatnot, you can then release when she's ready again. That's the whole cycle of this thing. Let me know if that makes sense. So NoFap, I feel like you should practice that when you're in a relationship. You know, you shouldn't be watching the Pornhub. You shouldn't be masturbating to anybody but your wife. You know, you shouldn't be doing anything sexual if it's not your wife. You know, that's why NoFap, you should practice that when you're in a relationship. So semen retention is no Pornhub, no masturbation, and no sexual activities whatsoever in the real world. So that's the difference with NoFap and semen retention. You're basically on monk mode, as they would call it. On semen retention, you're basically on monk mode. So you literally just drop everything on semen retention. Like you dropped all your HO3s, you dropped the Pornhub, you dropped everything, bro. You dropped social media. You just go in monk mode. You just going all in. on SR. You just going all in, bros. Man, what the heck? These Spanish Latinas over there interrupting my video. But that's basically what SR is. You basically just go cold turkey from everything. All right, now look, in my opinion, if you're a person who, you're not watching the Pornhub, you're no longer masturbating, but you're out here releasing to these women out here, that is not your wife. Yes, that is a relapse. You're no longer on semen retention. You got to pick a side. You got to pick a side. Either you're going to be on NoFap and fornicate with a whole bunch of women, even though you should not be doing that. That is a sin. So it's best to just go on semen retention. You gotta pick a side, bros. You gotta pick a side. That's why I call NoFap semen retention junior. And to be honest, in my personal journey, the way I tricked my mind in going on long streaks is I would tell myself, I'll just get on NoFap. I'll just stay away from the sites. I'll just stay away from masturbation until I find the right female I can release to. I would trick my mind into saying, okay, until I find a girl, that's the only time I can release. Subconsciously, that's what we're supposed to be doing in the first place. You're supposed to hold your seed until you find your wife. So I would trick myself into doing it that way. I would tell myself I'm not gonna release until I find the right female to release to. And then over time, I would be just racking up on these long days, long streaks. Now it turned into semen retention. Now I just go all in. Now I just throw all my eggs in one basket, as they would say. Now I'm just racking up days on days on days because I tricked my mind into saying, okay, I didn't find the right female yet, so I can't release. I can't go back to the hub. And I'm not going to just fornicate with any and everybody. So that's when it just transitions into semen retention. NoFap is for, I would say, little boys, all right? And then semen retention is for men. You can basically use NoFap and transition into semen retention. That's basically a good way if you want to stop releasing, in my opinion. First, program your mind into thinking I'm not going to release unless it's with the right female. On semen retention, it's the same thing, but this is a good way to not be relapsing all the time. Tell yourself you're not going to release your seed unless it's with your wife. And then eventually, it's gonna become a lifestyle you're not gonna want to release. And to be honest, when you keep racking up these days, and you probably not gonna run into your wife yet, it's just gonna turn into a lifestyle. Now you're not gonna be counting the days. Now you're not gonna be worried about the next female coming into your life. You're just gonna be in a flow state at that point. That's why I don't count the days on retention. I'm not really into all of that stuff. I just practice this as a lifestyle. I don't wake up like, oh man, I still didn't find a girl to release to. Oh man, I'm on day 24. Oh man, I'm on this day. I'm on day 30. Like, nah, I never was the type to count the days. Cause it would just become a part of me. It takes 21 days to turn something into a habit. So over time, once you program your mind and you tell yourself you're not going to release unless it's your wife, that is how you can go on longer streaks. It's all is mind, brothers. So once you tell your mind you're going to do something, it's gonna follow your lead. It is all spiritual, subconsciously. I'm not a scientist here. But brothers, man, in my opinion, when it comes to NoFap and semen retention, which one is better? I would honestly say semen retention is better because you're going all in. You're not, going halfway with it. So in my opinion, SR is way better. Instead of just being on NoFap, still fornicating with these women, still living the low vibrational way. So in my opinion, brothers, SR is the wave. And it takes a lot of discipline. It takes a lot out of a man to truly be on semen retention. This is why a lot of people think it's weird. This is why a lot of people look at us funny. Because this truly takes discipline. Semen retention turns you into a man. NoFap is cool and all, but you, at the end of the day, you're still telling yourself you can release to any and every female. You know, what if you don't want to release to any and every female? This is where semen retention comes in. So brothers, man, I hope this answered your question. I hope this gave you some clarity on what NoFap and semen retention is. You know, I touched on a little bit of everything in this video, and I don't want to keep repeating myself, so I'm gonna just end it here. So brothers, look, if you learned something new from this video, if you picked up anything of value from this video, make sure to drop a like, comment down below your thoughts and opinion, share the video with a friend, because I'm sure they need it, and subscribe if you're new, man. And listen, I'll catch you in the next one, and I'm out.